this. Shitballs.
No, take cover.
And hey everybody, this is GrooveSim, and we are back, and hopefully I'm not shouting in your ear. We're here for some Ghost Recon Wildlands. This time we're going to be doing some recon. That's what ghosts do in Ghost Recon. We recon, and that's what we're going to do. I just sighted that little area down there. It's like a little compound or whatever. It was a question mark. I sighted it with my binoculars and revealed its name, and also revealed there's some intel down there. So me and my blokes, if you will, my compatriots, my fellow recon ghosts, we're going to go down there and we're going to get us some intel and deal with some Santa Blanca. Santa Blanca baddies that are just there, I guess. So anyway, yeah, the last video I uploaded, or well, I haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet, but as y'all know, I've been having my upload studio issues with the rendering and whatnot, and cutting videos short, stuff like that. Well, the last video went fine. I tried a couple of things. One, again, you know, I uninstalled the Upload Studio. I shut down my Xbox. I unplugged it for quite a while. Hoping maybe there's some memory in there that's messing with the Upload Studio or whatever from that bad render that happened a couple days ago, and hung up the Upload Studio, you know. And plus I'm trying some editing tricks as well. And it went fine. It went as it was supposed to. So hopefully this one goes as planned too, and you know, we could just get back to get back in the groove. Get back in the groove, because I've not been in the groove definitely since yesterday, and really for 2 days. So yeah, one thing, and if it isn't one thing, it's another, right? But anyway, we're approaching this little village or whatever it is, and gonna get a chance to use my drone, and we're gonna go in all ghosty like.
We got bad guys.
Yeah, we got bad guys.
Close to the camp entrance.
So I'm gonna send up my drone and find out just how many baddies there are down here.
Drone is airborne.
And what? Oop, yeah. First you gotta go up, not down. So I think there are like 4 or 5 enemies in here, it turns out. And I think they're drunk, actually. I've been hearing them. You know, you'll hear it too when we get closer. I think they're drunk. Some of them, anyway. So it's gonna make it easy to, you know, sneak in there and do whatever the hell we want, you know. Well, you know, after we take them out, which should be easy enough. Now, I got to tell you something about me. I've said this before in other videos for other series like Mankind Divided. You know, any game that involves stealth, I love. Well, they're not all good games, you know, but I like stealth games, you know. I like games that give me an option to go stealthy.
Just spotted one with submachine
And
guns.
Ghost Recon, you know, uh, as the name implies, it's a stealth game. But you know, you don't have to play stealth. You can play any way you want. Me, I prefer stealth, and I tend to be slow, you know, and methodical, and I like to know what I'm in for. Especially in the beginning when I'm learning a game and learning all the mechanics and you know all that. Um, this one isn't hard to get into. I mean, in terms of controls or whatever. But you know, it's still there are nuances and idiosyncrasies unique to every game. So I have to figure those out and kind of get used to the game and everything. And so I go extra slow in the beginning. And I know some people, you know, might not have the patience to watch me play, you know, early on, you know, when I'm figuring stuff out, because I am so slow and I like taking my time, and I don't care. I mean, it's part of the experience for me to go in and just really scout a situation out and know my best access points in, and uh, and games like this too, I just immerse myself in, and uh, especially an open world game like this is. I mean, wow. I mean, this world is huge. And we're playing in Itaqua right now. That's the province we're in. I guess it is what it is. And the other one is oh God, Montenegro, I think. Montenegro. That's close. We get 2 areas, 6 story missions, plus a bunch of this stuff, you know, the side missions and everything, and go around, collect intel. There are XP locations that, you know, you can get revealed on the map, picking up intel, things like that. And plus you can find more side missions and lots of goodies. So finally, we've inched our way here and getting ready to head on in over the wall. Eventually. There we go. And now we get into prone, move up. I wasn't paying attention. I think it's just, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think it's four enemies here. So this should be easy peasy. And also, I got to tell you, man, I go over the wall and I'm in prone. I remember thinking, man, I hope my teammates are behind me and not going through the front gate. I really, really hope they're behind me. And I guess they were, sort of. You can see them on the little mini map or the radar or whatever. They're kind of hanging back a little bit. And now they're moving up. Sort of, I guess. But you listen to these guys. They sound drunk to me.
I'm moving to position. Ready to fire.
And I was worried these civilians would freak out. They didn't. They didn't give us away, which was a relief. I heard, this was like months ago during previews and stuff, that it's possible that some civilians you encounter will be like friendly towards your enemies, and if they see you, they might give you away. So there will be like little villages and stuff. You'll have to not only avoid being spotted by, you know, the forces you're up against, but you also have to look out for civilians as well. Interesting dynamic, if that's the case. I don't know. I haven't encountered that yet, but I've encountered civilians backing away, you know. They all like walking backwards away from me. Not all of them. Some of them. You know, so I used sink shot there. That's how I take 3 of these guys out. Sink shot.
Target is down.
And I thought there was a way to do like a team sink shot, and I think there is, like in Future Soldier. But I think maybe that's something we have to upgrade to or whatever. I don't know. But if whatever the case, I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'll tell you that. I could only like sink one at a time. When I get back in the game, I'll figure that out. But Team Sync in Ghost Recon Future Soldier was huge. It was huge. I mean, it was like, you could barely see the corner of the view there, but one civilian just walked practically on top of me. Still have a bit of the sniffles going on. And takes care of that one. And I think at this point there's just that one dude, and I decided to go take him out myself because I don't want my teammates having all the fun. And I tell them to hold right here because I didn't want them waltzing up.
Roger.
Give my position away. And I'm also thinking I might be able to interrogate this guy.
Hold still. Okay.
But as you can see, the only option I have is knock him out. So that's what I do. And conveniently place him in the brush. So done and dusted with the enemies.
Rally on me.
Now all we have to do is go in and gather the intel. Pretty easy, you know, simple. There was nothing really challenging about this at all. Intended, I think. Just get everybody used to some of the mechanics, using the drone, things like that. And here, you have to select which aspect of this intel you want to grab. Some will give you like Rebel Ops, some will give you XP locations.
Let's get that thing back online.
And I forget what the other one is. This time I went with Rebel Ops, but there's more intel upstairs, so we'll get another opportunity to select something else. It doesn't come over on YouTube, but the graphics in this are really gorgeous. This house though is kind of bland, you know. kind of washed out, you know. Even when I was playing again, I remember thinking it was kind of washed out look to it. Really flat colors, and textures. So now we're going to do something called Rebel Radio Defense. And this is one of those Rebel Ops that I picked up. And all it is, you'll hear this radio. And that's, I don't know who that is. He's talking to all the people. And we have to defend that radio. That's it. And you can see the timer, you know, minute and counting, or minute 28 and counting, and
open fire.
Yeah, it counts down, and I don't know how many enemies we're gonna face at this point as I'm playing it. So we take those two down, and turns out there's just two more. One's already down, I believe. And
Tango down.
And he's down. And that takes care of the enemies. And you can see how much time's left. There's like 45 seconds left, and I kept expecting more enemies to show up and do. So this was a rather short Rebel Op here. And I'm sure they're going to get more like complex, more intense as we move along. But decided to throw this in, you know, in case you don't have the game or haven't played the beta yet. Give you an idea what's involved. Yeah, and that guy, oh man, that radio was so loud. I've never figured that in the game. It's loud.
The rebels fired up.
So anyway, it takes care of that. And yeah, we took care of him. And again, no challenge intended, I'm sure. But I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be more. There's already what is supposed to be episode 3 is temporarily episode 1. I'm going to change back to episode 3, so that'll be 3 episodes. I'm gonna as soon as I upload this to YouTube and get it all sorted and published, I'll be back in the game recording and playing, and hopefully this rendering process goes well. I appreciate you tuning in as usual, and stay groovy.
Turns out, all those vatos knew that red taco truck and knew it was bad news, so they felt bad for the pendejo. If I remember right, they actually jumped him in a month later. This is DJ Perico, getting nostalgic on